Good morning, all of you. So, as we come to know that, presently we are studying what is the different kind of chemicals coming from common salt. So, in last class already we have studied one of the most important compound called as sodium hydroxide, and how the production of sodium hydroxide is taking place, and what is the other substances are coming along with the sodium hydroxide in the decomposition of sodium chloride. So by using electrolysis process, we have been seeing that how we are going to produce the sodium hydroxide, and along with that also we are used to get two more products. What is that? Can anybody say? Anybody? Chlorine gas?
Hydrogen gas and the chlorine gas.
So, in that, if this chlorine and hydrogen, if we'll combine together, again we used to get the most important acid is called as hydrochloric acid. So we have been seeing what is the uses of sodium hydroxide, what is the uses of chlorine, as well as uses of hydrogen, and this chlorine and hydrogen is combined, hydrochloric acid will come, and what is the
uses of
hydrochloric acid also we have been seeing that. Now, in our today's class, we are going to study what is washing soda, next production of washing soda, next properties of washing soda. So after that, we'll go to next kind of soda called as baking soda. So if possible, two, if not one and a half, we'll try to finish it. But before going to say the washing soda, I want to say you some more things regarding hydrochloric acid after. So it means regarding the sodium hydroxide. So observe very carefully. So as we know that in that first one only, we'll combine two things, chlorine plus hydrogen. What we used to get? H2 plus Cl2. We used to get what? 2HCl. Is it yes or no?
2HCl.
Acid. And I have already taught you all the uses of hydrochloric acid. Is it yes or no? Yes or no? Now, same how I am combining the hydrogen and chlorine. These both are the what? Products of chloralkali process. Is it yes or no, guys?
Sir.
Is it yes or no? All of you. So now, same way, if I will combine another two products of chloralkali process, can anybody say what is that? One is sodium hydroxide and another one is chlorine. Right. Very, very important, and or else you can keep note. This is the most important one. So the two products of chloralkali process. Chloralkali process. What is that? One is sodium hydroxide and another one is what? Chlorine. Do you understand? Sodium hydroxide and chlorine combined together, they will produce another chemical. Together, produce what? Produce another chemical. Very, very important. This is another chemical. That is what we should call as sodium hypochlorite. What we should call, guys?
Hypochlorite.
Chemical called sodium hypochlorite. Very, very, very important. Remember that. Hypochlorite. So the formula is NaClO. NaClO. Do you understand, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, what is the use of this one? That is what the important thing. So, this sodium hypochlorite we are using as a bleaching agent, which is used in making household bleachers, and for bleaching fabrics. So, this sodium hypochlorite only we are using. Understand, Ra? Uses. So, uses of this one we are using in where? Using a bleaching agent. Is a bleaching agent used in where? Household bleaching. household bleachers, and as well as, and another one is what? And just now I said bleaching fabrics.
So can you show up?
Right. So this is all about. So whatever the compounds or else products coming in this electrolysis of sodium chloride, so two will combine, which will produce hydrochloric acid, and remaining two will combine and they will produce what? Sodium
Hypochlorite.
Sodium hypochlorite, NaClO. Please note it down and write. This is what about it. Now we are going to study about washing soda. That is what our today's learning object. So let us come to here. All of you please keep a day. Washing soda. Shall we start? Okay. So now, observe very carefully, all of you. Washing soda is not a new thing. Already we people know that. What is the sodium carbonate formula? Anybody? What is the sodium carbonate formula?
Na2CO3.
Na2CO3.
So you
CO3.
already know that. That's all. So if you take washing soda means, all of you should remember, it is sodium carbonate. What is that? Sodium carbonate. But what is the formula of sodium carbonate? Na2CO3. Is it yes or no? But remember, this sodium carbonate, if I write normally, this is not called as washing soda. All of you should remember. This is called as sodium carbonate only. But what is the washing soda means? All of you should remember. If sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water, what is that? If containing 10 molecules of water of crystallization, So what do you mean by water of crystallization? Means amount of water present in the salt. That is called as water of crystallization. So 10 molecules of water of crystallization. Do you understanding, guys, all of you? 10 molecules of water of crystallization. That is called as washing soda. What you should call, guys? Washing soda. So if whenever you can see, whenever the sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water of crystallization, that is called as washing soda, and that is known as sodium carbonate decahydrate. 10 what we should call, what we should call 10? Decahydrate. So that is what you have to remember it. So whenever the sodium carbonate containing water molecules, that is called as washing soda, called as sodium carbonate. What we should call, Sodium carbonate decahydrate. What we should call? Decahydrate. So this decahydrate only is called as, what we should call? Water of crystallization. What we should call, guys?
Water of
crystallization. And if you remember, so what is the formula? Can you able to say from this? What is the formula of washing soda? Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. What is that? 10H2O. Understand, all of you? That is what you have to remember it. So actually, these kind of water containing salts, understanding, is called as hydrated some compounds. What we should call? Any substances, if they contains water, they are called as hydrated substance. What we should call?
hydrated substances.
Compounds. If no water is present, then what we should call? Unhydrated substance. Unhydrated substances. Or we can say compounds. So just washing soda means what? It is a simple substance which sodium carbonate containing water of crystallization. That's all. That is called as washing soda. Please call to me your friends here. So many is not joined. Good morning, everybody. Pranav, Nitish, Pranita, good morning. Jessie is not there. Call her. Arun Gardigan, good morning. Harini, good morning. Inform the friends fastly. So this is what? So Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. So the sodium carbonate, which does not contain any water of crystallization, is called as, remember all of you, if it contains water, this is called as hydrated. What we should call? Hydrated. Hydrated sodium carbonate. What we should call? Hydrated
carbonate.
sodium carbonate. All of you should remember. Now, if water is not contains, if
Unhydrated.
does not contains, then it is known as anhydrous. What? Anhydrous sodium carbonate. And what is the formula? Anhydrous sodium carbonate. What is the formula? What is the formula? Water does not contain, yeah. Then what is the formula? Na2CO3. That's all.
Na2CO3, sir.
Na2CO3.
10H2O. If not contained, Na2CO3. That's all. So these anhydrous sodium carbonate, all of you should remember, not hydrous. These anhydrous sodium carbonate is only known as, commonly we can call it as soda ash. Very important question. Soda ash. What we should call, guys? Soda ash. Understand? Common name of anhydrous sodium carbonate is called as soda ash. How you will remember, I don't know, but you have to remember. Now, if you remember, what is the use of this soda ash means? I will say you know. Till here, any doubt you can ask me. So soda ash means what? Hydrated or unhydrated?
Unhydrated, sir.
Unhydrated.
Unhydrated sodium carbonate is called as soda ash. So the important use of this soda ash, understanding that? So soda ash is used in very important chemical obtained from sodium chloride. All of you should remember. So this washing soda is an important, very important. Understanding means like in the sense of this soda ash only. So a very important compound which is obtained from, again, where? Which is obtained from where?
Sodium chloride.
From sodium chloride. That is what you have to remember. So Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. What do you mean by this one? What do you mean by this one?
Hydrated sodium chloride. Sodium
Hydrated.
washing soda. Sodium chloride is hydrated, sir.
Washing soda is also obtained from sodium chloride only. Sodium chloride is only called as what? Common salt. Understand? Now, this is all about the introduction. So, here two important MCQs you have to remember. One is sodium carbonate, generally without water of crystallization. What we should call soda ash, or we can say that anhydrous sodium carbonate. Is there a yes, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is the hydrated washing soda? Hydrated sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, 10H2O. Now, in exam, now you guys can remember, but in exam, after studying so many things, you guys will forget. What is the water of crystallization of washing soda? They will ask you. What you guys will say? What is the water of crystallization of washing soda? 10H2O, 6H2O, like that they will give you MCQs. What is that? What is
10H2O.
10H2O. Because so many salts, so many compounds you guys are going to study. Akshay, very good. So, but later you guys will forget. Now that is why you have to be very careful. Now, let us go with the Pranita. Are you understanding? So let us go with now. Yalini, now you can study. What is the production of washing soda? All of you keep heading. Production of washing soda. Varsini, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So many not joined. See, Ashika is there. Elmati, good morning. Ashika is there. Umaira, good morning. Prasini, good morning. Dilipan is not there. Call them, please. So many is not there. Bhumika is not there. Ashika messaged in group, but why is she not joined? Just inform them 1 second, everybody. Now, production of washing soda. Nitinath, are you there in meeting? Arvind?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, production of washing soda, if you'll observe here, hey, Pranav called to Dinara. Arya, good morning, are you there? Production of washing soda, if you'll observe. So washing soda is produced from, again, from where? It is produced from, same thing I said. What is that? From where?
NaCl.
NaCl.
Yeah. So now, but it will follow the different steps. Totally 3 steps are involved in production of sodium carbonate, decahydrate, called as washing soda. These 3 steps are very, very important because so many possibilities to ask MCQ question for these production methods, because they will ask you some X, ask you some Y, ask you some Z, they will give you. So you have to be very, very careful. Each and everything we should know. So let us comes to here, the first method. Actually 3 steps it is there, the production of washing soda. It is also obtained from sodium chloride. So what we have to do means a cold and concentrated solution of sodium chloride. Understanding cold and what is the first step? Cold and concentrated sodium chloride solution. Concentrated sodium chloride solution. This is only called as what? Kevin, concentrated sodium chloride solution is called as
The brain, sir.
Brain.
Solution.
Brain.
Is reacted with, understand, is reacted with ammonia. With ammonia. You have to tell the equation. Karthikeyan, are you there? Ammonia and as well as carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Now let me see who will say the equation. Carbon dioxide. So they will produce what? To obtain first one, sodium hydrogen carbonate. What we should obtain, Ra? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Do you understand, guys? Directly we are not getting sodium carbonate decahydrate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate we are getting the first step. So what is the products? Can you able to say now? So reactant side, you have to tell me the reaction. Sodium chloride, aqueous solution of sodium chloride, brain solution. What is the formulas? Tell me. Reactants, reaction you have to speak.
NaCl.
NaCl, very good. NaCl reacting with also I said what? Ammonia. Ammonia, NH. If you only in exam, you guys can answer. Understand? Unless until you cannot, because you don't know what kind of reactions are going to happen there. You tell me.
Carbon dioxide.
Ammonia will react with
Carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide, and one more thing you are missing. It is dissolved in what? NaCl is there. It is brain. So water also must be there. What is that? Water. Water should be there. It is dissolved in where? Water only. Correct or not? Yes or no? That is how to remember. So which will give you? What it will give you? Yalni? What will give you?
Carbonate.
Sir, sodium hydrogen carbonate.
Common salt.
NaHCO3.
NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate. Remember, hydrogen carbonate also we can call as what? Bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, or we can say, you note it down, very, very important. NaHCO3. Along with that, one more product will come. Ammonia is there. That is why. Can you able to say anybody? That is why ammonia is there, so that we can get one more.
NH4Cl. NH4Cl.
NH4Cl, very good, Arvind, Kevin. So NH4Cl, this is the first step. Understand, Arvind? So first reaction. So sodium hydrogen carbonate plus we have ammonia. So ammonia is there and chlorine is there. So that definitely what product will come, Ra? What product will come?
Ammonium chloride.
Understand? Sorry, ammonium chloride. That is what the first step. Now, in this we are getting the one useful product. What is that? What is that? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. This we can collect it separately. We can keep it. No issues. We don't want that because we are going to use in step 2 only sodium hydrogen carbonate. Now, sodium hydrogen carbonate formed is only slightly soluble in water. Understand, Ra? So it is precipitate out as a solid. Very less only it is soluble in water. It is precipitate. What will happen, Ra? It will form precipitate. All of you should remember. That is the state of it. That is also most important. So very slightly soluble in water, and it will obtain in which form, Ra? It is obtained in which format? PPT. PPT means as a solid. As a solid it is obtained. Are you understand, guys, what I am saying? Understand, Ra? Now, this sodium hydrogen carbonate is separated by one method. Anybody can say? See, one solid and one liquid. How we can separate it? Anybody? How we can separate solid and the liquid? Suppose water containing solid. How you guys can separate it? Which method, yeah? Evaporation. Evaporation means then it will take 10 days. Immediate method. Suppose your mother, you are drinking water, something will fall down. What your mother will do?
Filtration, sir.
Filtration. That is what I am saying. Understand? So that is the step 2. So if you observe very carefully, step 2, very simple. We are getting what? PPT of sodium hydrogen carbonate. Is it yes, guys? Respond. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, this sodium hydrogen NaHCO3. So this NaHCO3 is separated by filtration. Which method, Ra? Separated by filtration. By filtration, and it is dried and heated. Dried and heated to remove the moisture. Do you understand, guys? Dried and heated. So first we will make it dry to remove the moisture. Later it will start heating. So here is the decomposition reaction will take place. So hydrogen NaH, once you have started heating, then it will start decomposes. What will happen, Varshini? Decomposes. Understand? So decomposition reaction. Let me see who will speak decomposition reaction. Karthikeyan, Arun Karthikeyan, Ashika, anybody can say. So I am heating it now. It is decomposition reaction. Heating means which type of decomposition reaction? Yalni, Harini. Heating means which kind of decomposition reaction? 3 kinds of decomposition reaction.
Thermal decomposition.
All of you say the products. You say the products. I won't say. NaHCO3 is the what?
CO3 plus nitrogen.
Main thing to listen. We have
NaBCO3 plus
nitrogen. We have a carbonate. So definitely we used to get carbon dioxide. What we used to get? Carbon dioxide. Next we have hydrogen and oxygen. So definitely we used to get what? H2O.
H2O.
The main product which we want. These are our extra products we don't want. What is the main product?
Na2CO3, sir.
Sodium carbonate. Very good. Sodium carbonate. That is the
Na2CO3.
step. So this is called as hydrated or unhydrated? Hydrated or unhydrated?
Unhydrated.
Understand?
Unhydrated.
So this unhydrated only called as what? What is the common name of this unhydrated salt? Unhydrated compound?
Soda.
Remember. Soda ash. So we have been obtained sodium carbonate. Now this is the second step. All of you note it down. Note it down fastly. Fastly note it down. Now you know that. So if you want to make hydrated sodium carbonate, we have to add the water. How many amount of water we have to add, Ra? How much amount of, how many molecule of water of crystallization? 10. Understand? 10 molecules of water of crystallization. You should not say, sir, 10 molecules of water. You should say 10 molecules of
molecules of water of crystallization.
That is the most important word. Water of crystallization, we can say. Understand that is. So this anhydrous sodium carbonate is obtained. That is what we should call it as soda ash. Now, for this soda ash is dissolved in water. Once the soda ash or else the sodium carbonate is dissolved in water. Dissolved in water and recrystallized means crystallization process we can do. Recrystallize to get what? To get washing soda.
Washing soda.
Washing soda.
Soda crystals. Washing soda crystals. So washing soda crystals means contains water or not contains water? Contains water.
Contains water.
That is so Na2CO3 anhydrous sodium carbonate. Understand? React with 10 molecules of water of crystallization. 10 molecules of
Water of
crystallization. We used to call it as what? Sodium carbonate 10 H2O. All of you noted down. This is only what we should call Harini. Noted down. That's any doubt, anybody? Production method. 3 steps it is involved. 3 steps at everywhere you should know every point. Do you understand? They will ask you what is the byproduct of the first step in production of sodium carbonate decahydrate. So what is the byproduct in the first step, Ra? What is the byproduct in first step?
sodium bicarbonate. Bicarbonate plus
Sodium
ammonium.
Byproduct ammonium chloride. That is you have to remember. Understand? Byproduct. I am not asking raw materials. This is called as reactants, called as raw materials. This is the byproduct. Byproduct in step 1. Step 2, what is the byproducts? Step 2, what is the byproducts? Carbon dioxide
and water.
Carbon
dioxide, water, Na2CO3.
Na2CO3 is not main product. Na2CO3 is main product. Varshini, only byproducts means extra products. Along with our main product, whatever it is coming, that is called as byproducts. Okay?
Okay, sir.
That is. So this is all about the production. Now, production is over. Production after what we should come? Properties of washing soda. What is that? Properties. Open. Right, all of properties of washing soda. Understand, Ra? Now, let me see who will say first property. So it contains what? Water. So we can say it is the washing soda is a transparent crystalline solid. What is that? First one, it is a transparent.
It is precipitate, no sir. How sir it is soluble?
It is solid. It is dried raw. I have remembered. Okay. It is dissolved in water. Later it is recrystallized. Understand, Karthikeyan? It is recrystallized to get washing soda crystals. Understand, Karthikeyan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they are in crystal form only, but they contains moisture. Understand, Ra? They contains moisture. If this moisture is removed, the color will change. Understand, Karthikeyan?
Yes, sir.
That is. So it is a transparent crystalline solid. That is the first property of washing soda. Next, second one. All of you write it. So washing soda is one of the few metal carbonate which are soluble in water. It is what? One of the few metal carbonate. Why it is called as metal carbonate? Sodium is the metal. Carbonate is containing. Is it yes or no, guys? One of the metal carbonate, understand, which are soluble soluble in water. See, most of the metal carbonates won't dissolve in water, but that is also MCQ. They will ask you which of the following is the carbonate dissolved in water or soluble in water. That is also you can remember. What is that? Washing soda. What is that? Washing soda. Understand? Or sodium carbonate you can remember. Next, if you will observe, what is the property with anybody alkaline? What is the nature of this one? Alkaline, acidic nature or basic nature? It is sodium carbonate. So what is that? Metal carbonate. What is the nature? Acidic nature or basic in nature? Basic in nature.
Basic in nature, sir.
Basic in nature.
Alkaline in nature. So alkaline means which will turn which litmus to which litmus? Anybody? Which will turn which litmus?
Red litmus to blue.
Red litmus to blue.
Red litmus
To blue. Right.
Red litmus into blue.
Yeah.
Red litmus blue.
Solution of washing soda. The solution of washing soda in water is alkaline. Is alkaline. Which turns which litmus to which litmus? Yalni? Which turns red litmus to blue. Red litmus to blue. Understand? Next. Clarify, understand? Clarify, Anusri? Respond me. Next. Fourth point. Detergent properties are cleaning properties. Right. Contains what? Detergent properties. Or we can say cleansing properties. Contains detergent properties or cleansing properties. So here you will see washing soda has the detergent properties because it can remove dirt and grease from dirty cloths. It can remove water. It can remove dirt and as well as grease. Grease from dirty cloths. Etc. Understand all of you? And also this washing soda attracts dirt and grease to form water soluble products which are washed away or rinsing with water. That is you have to remember, all of you. That is one. So it will attack dirt and grease to form water soluble products which are washed away. Or rinsing with water. What do you mean by rinsing? Anybody? What do you mean by rinsing? Rinsing means soaking. Do you understand, Ra? That is. So these are the 4 properties of washing soda. Very, very important. You understand or not? Let me know. Arvind, Harini, Arya, Pranav.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay. So if you understand this, then we will go with the last concept of washing soda. What you are expecting? Last one, can you able to say? Last one, uses of sodium carbonate. Understand? Yeah, uses of, all of you keep reading. Uses of washing soda. Uses of washing soda. Now, just now we have been studied. What is the use of washing soda? Just now we have been studied. Can anybody say?
Washing clothes.
Yeah. So washing clothes. So we can use as
Let us clean the dust.
yeah, for domestic purposes like washing clothes, right? Used as a first use. Used as a cleansing agent. Cleansing agent for domestic. What do you mean by domestic, Karthikeyan? Arun Karthikeyan? Domestic means house. Understand? Domestic purposes. Domestic purposes like washing clothes. This is the first step. Next, second step. So you may be studied or not, I don't know, but basically we have two types of water. Water, how many types? Water will be two types of water. All the water is not good. So actually water is having two types. One is soft water, soft, and another one is hard water. Hardness. Understanding? Softness and hardness of water will be there. So this hardness of water is containing, understanding, because of some chemicals are dissolved in water, the water will become very hard. Hardness of water we can say. So the permanent hardness and the temporary hardness is only we can remove the softness. This is called as temporary hardness of water. What is that? Temporary hardness, and this is called as permanent hardness. What we should call it, guys? Permanent hardness. So we can use some kind of chemicals to remove the temporary hardness of water. Some chemicals we are using to remove the permanent hardness of water. So we are using to remove the permanent hardness of water. We are using this one. What is that called as? Washing soda, or we can say sodium carbonate. All of you remember that. So sodium carbonate is used for removing permanent hardness of water. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. So water is always two types. What is that? Temporary hardness, and next one is what? Permanent hardness. Understand? Permanent hardness. We are using what? Washing soda or sodium carbonate. So remember that. Next, third point. So how many of you know like a glass?